You know. But getting into the first topic of the day, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic looks like it'll be getting a remake. And it looks like it is in development currently right now.
Yep.
Now, this game came out when? Like, what, 2009 or something like that?
Nah,
or
dude.
way later than that? Or what?
Knights of the Old Republic?
Yeah.
This came out on original Xbox.
So it's like
This came out
ancient.
in 2004, 2003, somewhere around there. Because I remember I bought this game as a little kid at Costco or Sam's Club.
Okay.
Yeah, it's by developer Aspire,
Right?
and it is in development right now.
Uh-huh.
And when do you have when it came out? There,
I'm trying to look and see when it came out because it was with BioWare, right? Well, it was
Yeah.
Aspire and BioWare were the ones that did it.
It came out 2003. Yep.
2003.
2003.
Whoa.
That's when I graduated high school, dude.
Dude, 2000 freaking 3, man. So, I mean, obviously, when we played it back then, right? Did you ever play Knights of the Old Republic?
I bought it at Sam's Club, like I just said, Costco as a kid.
Okay. Yeah, so when we played that game, that was a great game. It was one of the most memorable titles that I played. That was a Star Wars game. I love that one. So for them to do a remake, that's kind of like a pretty big thing. I mean, I'm not too into playing old ass games. So if I were to recommend Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, it'd have to be like there was literally like nothing out for like 2 years or something like that for me to recommend the old version.
Oh, okay.
But it is getting remade. It is now in the territory of new games for me, so I can recommend that if this thing is remade and they actually spruce it up quite a bit, right? Like giving it great graphics, giving us that 60 frames per second, that this is like a must buy.
I don't want just like a 60 frames per second 4K upgrade. I want a real remake.
You want like Demon
I
Souls
want
remake?
a Demon Souls Final Fantasy VII level remake, a legitimate, authentic remake. That's what I want. If they do something like that, and all of a sudden it looks like Final Fantasy VII, like a completely different game,
Okay.
then I'm down.
Dang.
And I can't wait. Although Stone and I do know all the little secrets of that game.
But I feel like you
Storyline
could add
secrets.
more.
Storyline secrets. What if they added more? That'd be cool.
You could add more,
Like
man.
new
I mean, there's so
mysteries.
much. There's so much more lore and stuff like that in the world. Needs so much more.
But
canon.
that game was like, it was cutting edge in the sense of like world exploration and openness.
Right.
It was like one of the first games
really
ever,
open.
to really be open, not just on like what you could do, but like in the dialogue, because you made choices and the answers you gave either went light or dark. Like it was just so perfect, man. And we all love that era. That was back long before the movies take place, when you had everyone was a Jedi Knight. Like there was tons of them. It was in normalcy within society. The Jedi Knights ruled the world. You had tons of Sith in the world. So it was definitely an era that all Star Wars fans have always wanted to revisit. We've always wished they'd make a movie in that era. And so that's why this game is just so great on all levels.
And you'd have to correct me if I'm wrong, but that was at least one of the first titles that gave you an option to choose what path you wanted to go. Like if you wanted to go good or bad.
Apart from Fable.
I was just checking, but Fable was done in 2004. So if that game came out in 2003.
So they're very close, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, Fable was in production well
Yeah.
before 2004's release.
Yeah.
But
who knows who came up with the idea first?
right,
But
so that's like
we loved that.
That was like
Yeah.
a game changer as far as like open world games
Yeah.
went for us.
It
Is
felt
the fact
much
that
more
you could
real.
choose whether
Yeah.
you wanted to be good or bad.
And your
those
abilities
decisions
were
meant something.
dependent upon it too. Like certain abilities you couldn't
Yeah.
use unless you were light or dark.
Right.
And so you really had to make a decision.
Your appearance, and how
changed.
people
Yeah.
reacted to your appearance and different things like that. Like all that stuff was dependent upon, the choices that you made in the game, which was, one of the awesome things that I liked about Fable.
Yeah.
So to have it in
See,
color
like
was
Fable's
nice.
very memorable to me, but Knights of the Republic is even more so just because of the big story revelations that occurred in that game. Like
Was
those
Knights of the Old
top
Republic
5
canon?
all time? No.
No, okay.
I don't think it was.
I wonder if they could make it canon now.
It was, I think, for a while there, but when Disney bought it, Disney changed all the
that.
canon.
Right.
They said only the movies are canon, and everything that they produce from that point forward is canon.
Yeah, I remember
So
the only games I played on my original Xbox was Halo Combat Evolved. I bought this game, and then I bought Jade Empire. I think it's also by BioWare.
oh yeah, I love that one too.
Jade Empire was
So-
Really
good.
like Jade
But the
Empire.
thing is, back then I didn't get super into any of those except for Halo Combat Evolved. I remember for some reason I just couldn't get into Knights of the Old Republic when I played it as a 13-year-old. But I'm really excited to
we
play.
were
it
a
now.
little older than you.
Yeah.
So-
I remember that I would just. Could you gamble? Can you go to the cantina? Remember, I'd go to the cantina.
hmm
I think there's some
I don't know
gamble.
if you can gamble. I can't remember if you can gamble. Maybe.
I don't know.
I think there might have been something like
I
a
think there's
slot
like-
machine or something.
there's
like
like some
that was in
NPC
there.
or
I'm not
something.
sure.
I remember I used to hang around there, but I didn't really get too far in the game. But I'm really excited to try to play it again because I know everyone talks about how amazing this was a game. I don't have too many memories of it, but I like anything Star Wars related. So I definitely hope that this comes out sooner than later because I'll definitely buy it day one just because literally everybody I know
Oh, dude, I was hooked.
that played it, that was hooked on it, was like, dude, this is like a masterpiece.
Yeah, I couldn't stop. It is a masterpiece.
And this was when BioWare was legit back in the days.
Yeah. This is why I would say if anyone's never played it or heard anything of it, I would recommend them try it. Of course, now don't. Now wait. Now wait until the remake comes out.
Right.
But if you had no other option, I would play it. I'd get an Xbox to play it. Like, it's that good.
Because I think it's on mobile now. So I was thinking
Oh,
about
you can get
getting
it on
it.
mobile.
Oh,
Like
you
$5
say
bucks.
play the old ass one?
I would if I could if that was the only way someone could experience it. I would
Yeah.
say, okay, try it. Try to find a way to experience it. Now I wouldn't because the remake's coming out, and so totally
Announced.
wait.
Right.
Because you're gonna love it even better. But that's like, I'm not kidding, man. You probably agree with me. Like, top 5 reaction feelings of all
It
time.
was a great game.
that
dude.
experience, like,
And it was
some
one
of the story
that-
reactions were like top 5 all time. You
Yeah.
know, story reveals.
Yeah,
like
I
up there
mean,
with BioShock and stuff.
I spent a lot of time in that game. Like, that was like exploring every part of the galaxy,
yeah.
every planet,
Yep.
all of that stuff. Like,
Yep.
doing everything you could
Throwing
in
my
that
saber
game.
at all sorts of people, man.
Dude, man,
Yeah.
they had some dope abilities in that one.
Dude,
I love the pausing too, like how you pause the game and it was like the first time where like they mixed that turn-based and live action kind of concept. Like,
Right.
it was so
Where
much
you
fun.
could kind of like plan.
I
and-
loved that freedom.
and strategize a little
Yeah,
bit and
like even the
stuff.
combat felt free, right? Like,
Dude, the mobile version looks pretty darn good.
Yeah.
yeah, for a mobile game, right?
I think it looks
for
good.
a mobile game. Yeah, it's not bad for a
I think you
mobile
just go
game.
up and down.
Okay.
It doesn't look bad. It looks like they changed the interface a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like 10
Yeah,
bucks.
it actually doesn't look that bad.
It's $10 on for the.
For sure. For a mobile game, it's like, as far as mobile games are concerned, yeah, it doesn't look that bad at all.
Yeah.
yeah. I remember like you wanted the red sabers, right? You really
Oh,
wanted to
yeah,
get
dude.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I had to
pretty
have
good,
the
actually.
red
Actually, that is
kyber
not bad.
crystals
That
and
looks
stuff.
updated to a degree because you can make out the facial features and everything. This is man, totally. This is like nostalgic, like that double saber, that girl back there with the double. That's totally like nostalgic, right
Yeah,
there.
dude. I remember that,
Me
man.
too,
You could
man.
get that
Like
stuff, dude.
totally.
Yeah. So this is great news. We had talked I think like another 2 podcasts ago about like remakes and like kind of what we thought would be like a good time to do a remake, and when
This
it's just too
counts,
This is
damn
definitely-
early.
versus
Yeah.
Last of Us. Yeah.
Yeah,
18
two-
years? Woo.
2000, yeah,
This is the time we're
2003,
ready. Now
bro,
we're
when this
ready.
thing
Yeah,
came out.
exactly.
Like,
18
Exactly.
years.
yeah, it's
we were
like
ready.
old as shit.
Yeah.
Like, it could definitely get a remake,
Yeah,
and
we're
then
ready.
be,
Yeah.
be introduced to a whole new group of gamers that have never experienced it before, and they would enjoy it and love it. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more about this, and seeing how they've actually remade it. You know what I mean? To see like what's been improved and
Yeah,
stuff.
and we always like it when they have a developer that's not the main one that made it developing it.
Because they're
not
not
taking
wasting
resources.
BioWare's time
Right,
or whatever
right.
to do this. So who was the people that are making
Aspire.
this one? Aspire. So
Yeah.
Aspire did it the first time. It's still doing it the second time.
Yeah, they did the remaster.
Okay,
They did
so
the
I wonder
first
if-
remaster.
I wonder
That's why
if-
it looks a little better. Aspire did that. Aspire also did the remaster of the newest Commando. Star Wars Commando,
Oh,
which I
yes.
freaking loved on my Xbox too. You played that too, right, Stone?
I don't think I
Star
played
Wars
Commando.
Commando.
Because that's on PlayStation now.
That was original Xbox.
Yeah,
The Aspire did that one.
Squid's been telling me, "Oh, dude, you got to get it."
Dude, I loved
So
that.
I
When
didn't
was
play
a
it,
kid.
but
That's
he played it.
memorable too.
That's a good one.
Like it's not like a top 5 memorable. It's like, but it was really really good.
Nice.
Like it was polished. I remember I was like, man, this feels really fun when I was playing it
Nice.
as a kid.
Yeah, so I mean, BioWare, Obsidian, and Aspire developed the first game, not the remastered and all that stuff, but the very first game. So the fact that they still got Aspire on it probably means that BioWare will probably be the ones to publish it again, right?
Maybe, I'm not sure.
I thought EA was a publisher. Doesn't EA own BioWare now?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you're right. Yeah,
Yes.
publishers were LucasArts, EA, and Disney, or whatnot since 2012. Disney.
Yeah, the
but,
remaster.
But
was
by
Disney.
then, yeah. So I'm wondering if just Aspire will just be the only ones working on this,
I think
or
so.
if BioWare
yeah.
will be getting
Aspire
into
will
it.
be
all.
working on it only.
But I mean, they did the first one, so they already know, what to do.
I just hope they're
so-
giving us a proper one, man. Just give us a proper remake, dude.
Yeah, for sure. But
Don't BS with this
definitely
Prince
excited.
of Persia. That's not a remake, man. I'm sorry.
Nah, that was terrible.
I love you, me.